picture.
Oh, we'll do it after.
Okay.
Remind
It says
me.
we're live. It says we're live.
Good evening.
Evening all. I'm trying to see if we are, in fact, indeed live.
You want me to get started?
We are.
All right. Well, hi,
Hello,
everybody.
everyone.
Hope you're having a good day.
So we were just talking about the heat. Hopefully everybody is taking great care of themselves out there.
Yeah, and the news. It's been heavy.
I know.
Lately, so
it's been too.
Black Lives Matter. Yeah.
It's awful.
Well, I am Amy Moy. I am a Cornerstone certified childbirth doula and childbirth educator. My business name is Riverbend Birth Services. You can find me on the web at riverbendbirthservices.com. And I am Sacramento Doula on Instagram and Riverbend Birth Services on Facebook.
Nice to meet ya. Hello, everyone. I'm Jenn Kelly, and my business is Belly to Bliss Birth Services, and you can find me at bellytobliss.com, and I am on Facebook at Belly to Bliss Birth Services, I believe, and I am a trained birth doula and a Cornerstone childbirth trained childbirth educator. Whoa, that just sounded funny coming out. Hi.
Doesn't make it any less fabulous.
I know.
Well, together we are Sacramento Cornerstone Childbirth. We have joined forces to bring comprehensive, live, online childbirth education to the greater Sacramento area and beyond. We can really teach anyone right now, as long as we don't have a language barrier. So join us no matter where you are. We teach a class that is suitable for all families, all walks of life, all structures, all birthing families, all birth options, and all birth locations. So no matter where you're planning to have your birth, we will make sure to get you prepared. We teach a 20-hour class over the course of 4 Saturdays from 10 a.m. in the morning to 2:30 p.m. That's Pacific Standard Time. Our next class starts on June 6th, so you have just about a week to get yourself registered. If you can't get in by then, we also have a July class coming up. Both of those will for sure be online. If you would like to get more information about our class, visit saccornerstonechildbirth.com. That's SAC cornerstonechildbirth.com. And you can also get yourself registered right there on the web.
Yay. Okay, so we have been coming on every Wednesday evening to share small little snippets of our classes to our wonderful birth community and beyond. And what we know is that families who are informed about all of their options usually go on to have a greater satisfaction with their birth experience. And that's even if you're making decisions that veer away from your original vision. If you're in it, if you know your options and you make these decisions, even if they're hard and they're uncomfortable, but you know what there is out there, you are going to have a way better feeling about your birth to look back onto. So that's kind of our foundation of what we do. So you'll learn a lot more if you take our class series, but we love sharing, we love talking, we love especially about birth. So we thought during this time and beyond, we will get in here and kind of give you some great little snippets of knowledge that we pass on to our classes. And we're just so happy that we can do this. It's just technology. Gotta love Zoom.
Absolutely. So today I think is going to be pretty quick because we are teaching a very simple 3-step breathing technique that absolutely does not involve rocket science, hyperventilation, or a whole lot of concentration. So first we need to talk about why we breathe in labor. So obviously we breathe for oxygenation, right? And what the birthing person gets, so does the baby. So we're breathing not only for ourselves, but for our unborn baby. And we also breathe for relaxation. A lot of people are not aware that you get a nice break in between contractions. And we really want you to be able to relax into that break so that you can restore some of your energy and power for the next contraction and beyond. And if you've done any exercise ever in your life and you've been out of breath, or you haven't had enough to eat or enough to drink, you may have experienced your muscles cramping, that little stitch in your side. Well, it turns out that muscles do not work very well when they are out of oxygen or their oxygen level is depleted. And you have 2 sets of muscles in your uterus, and those 2 sets of muscles need to work coordinately in order to bring baby down and out into your arms. And so we want to make sure that you are breathing oxygen into your body during the contraction. So we're not here to knock other childbirth education methods, but it turns out that the more hee-hee-hooing you do, like the less relaxed you more than likely will feel. Every once in a while, we take our classes through a breathing exercise where we ask them to get into some kind of uncomfortable position to simulate a contraction and then have them try different breathing patterns. Well, when we have them try the hee-hee-hoo, the reports we get back when we ask how it felt are, I felt dizzy. I felt like I was focusing so much on trying to stay in oxygen that it felt like I was having one long contraction, or I was so focused on my discomfort that I wasn't really relaxed into the position. So keep those in mind.
And for that reason, it's why we teach an extremely easy breathing pattern that our students find relaxing and effective, and have, when we've done these in our class, they've reported so. So are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, first step. As you feel a contraction beginning, we invite you to set an intention to walk toward the wave, pressure, discomfort, however you are naming your contractions. And yes, we're asking you to walk towards that, but we call this a welcoming breath. So that helps set this intention. And when you are taking a welcoming breath, you are welcoming the wave as a mechanism to bring baby closer to your arms. So you're setting that intention. That is what we think of when we do a welcome breath. So here it goes. We're just going to take a deep breath in. Send it way down deep into your belly. Hold it for a second, and then slowly let it out with a little bit of vocalization. Automatically, my shoulders went down. I felt more relaxed. And when you start in this state, you have an easier time coping.
Yeah, and that vocalization can just be a heavy breath like Jenn made. You can sigh. It's very, very simple. You don't have to make a lot of noise unless you want to. So it's a full range, but even just that loud out breath, you could see our shoulders drop. Okay, so that's step 1. Step 2, during your pressure wave, your contraction, whatever you're naming it, just breathe naturally. You can do that deep belly breathing if you're able to go there. So it would be like in for the count of 4, for example. out for the count of 4. You don't have to vocalize on every out breath unless you want to. Maybe it's part of your rhythm that you discover helps you cope. But more than anything, during your contractions, listen to your body and breathe as naturally as possible. I think you'll find that it's pretty easy to do.
And you know what? It's as long as you are breathing and it helps you keep calm, you're doing it right.
Yep.
Definitely. So that was 2.
That was 2. So
3.
Step 1.
Welcome breath.
Welcoming breath. Step 2.
2.
Breathe naturally during the contraction. Ready for number 3?
And 3. As you feel your contractions starting to go away, so we know contractions, they start, they peak, they go down. We then invite you to take a cleansing breath. So baby got a little bit of a squeeze for that contraction, right? They're made for it. Their little heads are made for the squeeze. But you know, it doesn't hurt to give them a little bit of a boost of oxygenation. So that nice breath that you kind of did in the beginning, we're going to invite you to do that again at the end. And that helps baby recover. It gives oxygen back to your muscle that's working very hard, your uterus. And I also like to kind of think of it as sealing that contraction up and sending it away. So let out that little vocalization again at the end, and that is your sign that you are never going to have that contraction ever again.
Absolutely. I love that visualization. Put it in a box, send it away.
It kind of makes me think of the way old AOL email thing where it shows the little thing going in, the envelope closing and going that swoosh. I always think of that. I don't know why, because I'm old. Yep. That's why.
Good visual.
Yeah.
And guess what? That's it. That's it, folks. A really great time to start practicing this super easy breathing technique is as you start to notice yourself having Braxton Hicks contractions, which are just warm-up contractions. They shouldn't be too uncomfortable so that you really need to focus on your breath. But if you get your mind into this muscle memory pattern of when I feel tightening, I start this breathing pattern, it will be there for you when you really need it on baby's birthday. So real quick recap, our easy 3-step breathing technique includes a welcoming breath, walk toward the discomfort. Some people use the word surrender, open up to the contraction. Step 2, during the contraction, just breathe normally, breathe naturally and easily. And step 3, cleansing breath. At the end, sets you up for a nice relaxation, sends some oxygen to baby who got a little squeeze during that tightening. And that's it.
This one was definitely short and sweet. I love it. Just kind of signals how non-rocket scientist it kind of is. So that's what we got for you today. So we hope you are getting caught up on our videos. If you haven't been able to see them weekly, you can find them on our Facebook here. It'll be on Instagram TV and also on our YouTube. So all under SAC Cornerstone Childbirth. And we will see you next Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time again. I hope you're not getting sick of us yet. And so next week, we'll be sharing a few very simple ways your partner or other support person can use touch to help you get and stay relaxed in labor. And we do have a little bit of a spoiler alert. They do not have to be massage therapists to make it happen. Yay.
Well, thanks, everybody. You have yourselves a great evening.
And we will see you next week. Good night.
Have a good evening yourself, Jen.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
Bye.